And we are back. Back live. I have no introduction. Welcome back, few internet friends. Dirk the Red Panda here with Tennis Ace. So, I did not totally start this episode at the beginning of the song just so it all tie in together, but to be honest, that's kind of what I did. Sometimes you just kind of gotta go with the flow and make life be what it is. Sometimes it's unexpected, and that's how I felt today. My match today was up and down. I'm really proud of the team, though. We pulled out a good win, and oh my god, is the font really small? Sorry, I'm distracted. Why is my font doing that? Oh god, chat. Why is this chat so... Okay, it shrunk. It's not just me. Great. Okay. Dirtman, you're enlarged now. Perfect. So, yeah, back to my game. So we won our match, and it started getting better when I got pulled out, but then I came back in a little bit in the end and didn't blow it, so that's progress. So, yeah, honestly, our team had a pretty good performance towards the end. Just started off kind of scared and kind of nervous, confused, and then we just bounced back. So this was kind of fun. So yeah, what are we here for? Tennis Ace, and we are at June's piano competition despite him saying don't come to my piano competition. We gotta betray him for his own sake. I feel like this dude's gonna have another panic attack. I really want to save this guy, so without further ado, let's get into the reading. And hello, netters. Ah, that good ambient noise. I sit around in a bench. Just inside the bench. I don't know. I'm just envisioning somebody just getting enveloped inside of a bench and just... Why is my brain like that? Anyway, I sit around in a bench, fiddling with my phone as I wait around. I know that I ended up being a bit early, but I didn't expect to wait around this long. God, they're late. Then again, considering who I'm talking about, the one and only, Nico-san. Oh god, what a bad start. I think that would be June. So, Nico-san. I hear a voice calling my name in shock and surprise. A smile immediately creeps up onto my face as I look up to see who it is. Oh, his whole family's there. It's so cool. But why weren't they there at the first competition? That kind of sucks. You get your first piano competition back to the big important ones to make sure you make it into a good college, and your parents aren't there. Great support. But honestly, it's kind of hypocritical for me to say, because I'm the type of person who's nobody needs to show up. Unless it's a big home match and everybody is going to be there. I can drown you out in the crowd. But if it's come to every tournament, come to every game, I'm nah, please don't. I kind of like the experience of just going solo with that and kind of making the team the family. That's how I feel, or the piano competition when it's just you and your friends, kind of your own family. Honestly, we've developed such a good family with our little gang here of friends. Saya, Keisuke, Shuichi, June. Yeah. I don't know why. I saw Apple Pie Forever and I thought Applebee's. I swear to God, it was an Applebee's parody account. Whatever. So hello, Apple Pie. So back to the reading. I muster my best innocent smile when I see the family of tigers looking down at me. June's dad waves excitedly at me, a beaming smile on his face. June himself has the most wide-open eyes, completely shocked to see me. Hey there. What are you doing here? I asked your mom yesterday where your competition would be taking place and what the time was so I could come with. What, Mom? God. Oh my god, how cheesy. Mom, why did you do that? Oh god. Why am I so cheesy? Oh my, wasn't I supposed to tell him? Sorry, I told her you had given me the details, but that I forgot. I can't believe this! What I can't believe is that you really thought I was gonna miss this just because it was a little far away. Come on, give me some credit. But I didn't want to bother you. Aw. He has feels for you. Why's it gotta be like this? And that attitude of yours is the only thing that bothers me. Did you tell the others too? Oh no, don't worry him more. No, while I'm pretty much a bum and have nothing important that needs to be done, they're very much obsessing about their roles in the festival, just like he said. Alright, I feel. Now that I think about it, when he said the competition, like the following one is going to be in town, I feel like in like, let me give it 10 days. Like it'll be like day 26, we're going to have another piano competition. Just you watch. But yeah, I really want to see a festival day. Like that'll be really fun. Day 17? Question mark? No, while I'm pretty much a bum and have nothing important that needs to be done, they're very much obsessing about their roles in the festival, just like you said. I didn't want them to get distracted. Besides, I like being the only one here. God, you're a handful. Guilty as charged. I'm very happy to see you here, but I don't know how to feel about deceiving my little Junebug. Oh my god. So adorable. We gotta be calling him Junebug from now on. Like, that's gonna be our pet name for him. Mom. Junebug? Oh my god. That is going on Twitter right now. Oh. Why did you have to say that? Why is it that every millennial and Gen Z person groans whenever like a social media joke or call out is made in a video? Like everybody assumes it's gonna be super corny and terrible, but sometimes it fits. I mean, honestly, if this was like the real world, quote unquote, for this scenario, I could totally see this being normal. So like I said, social media, just a cringy thing of the Gen Z generation. Not kid, but I don't know where I was going with that, and that was pretty much a nowhere statement. Basically meaning I totally went nowhere with that. The perks of being live. So, I'm gonna read some of your comments first. He gets to bond with the family, so it becomes easy to tell them you're dating. Oh, I bet it's gonna be like, since they're a bit more chill, it seems like they're more like progressive, I think, per se, compared to like Shuichi's dad or Case to Case family. Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, those are gonna be some really bumpy routes. Like, we're not gonna develop as much, and we're gonna really struggle with our feelings. So, Basket, you did a good job with this Twitter call out. I mean, I have my Twitter open on the side right now, and I probably should have tagged you, but, you know, I don't want to bother you and be like, hey, Basket, watch my video, and just, yeah, I ain't gonna do that to you. So, back to the ring. Oh, hey. Oh, that's my other comment to Naira. I thought that was my one about my live stream. Back to the story. No. Relax, I'm just kidding. There's no way that I'd do something like that to you. Thank God. I'm sorry for lying to you, ma'am. I just couldn't sit at home knowing June was having a competition today. I had to come support him no matter what. Nico-san. Oh my god, so cute. June's face goes bright red, and he can't even hold my gaze. His head is very bright red. His mom and dad both smile upon seeing him like this, seeming somewhat happy to see their son looking embarrassed. You know what? I don't really mind. Thank you for coming over to support him. Yeah. Or no, Atsushi is much lower. Or Atsushi. Wait, Atsushi. Got it. Yeah, I really appreciate you going out of your way for June. It's my pleasure. Alright, that's really nice. Alright, that's nice, really great. Come on, let's get registered. Oh god, he's so nervous. June pushes both of them aside and away from me. I know I shouldn't, but seeing him so embarrassed and scurrying to get his parents away from me makes me laugh. Oh, we're backstage. Unlike last time where we had to see June off at the lobby, this time they allowed us to accompany him to the backstage. I suppose since June's parents were already supposed to be accompanying him anyway, he felt bad about leaving me alone outside. He got changed as soon as we arrived here, and I have to admit, he really does look quite dashing in this suit, which will be updated in the next version. Not like fully, but the shadows and the, kind of markings on it are gonna look more realistic, I guess. They look good, but something I noticed. Of course, I'd never be caught alive saying that. Are you sure you don't need anything? Maybe I could go fetch you some water or something. Wait. I was expecting him to actually say Twitter. Yeah, I just realized that. Yeah, usually he does like discount names or like, kind of parody names. It would have been nice to do Tweeter or something like that, like a little bird pun in there. Nico, tweet me. You guys. So... Tiger Daddy and Tiger Mommy love their Junebug. It's so adorable. Aw. I'm glad you think that, Taku. Alright, back to the reading before I bore you. I already told you I'm fine. Nico-san, relax. But... Nico-san, I already have a lot on my plate here. I can't be babysitting you too. Hey! Both of June's parents laugh as they watch our conversation. They both seem to be satisfied just watching us talk silently. They're probably really amused seeing me get shot down so many times. Sorry, I'm just not used to being so calm. I keep expecting you to flip out at any second like you did last time. That's exactly why we came along. Well, partly because of that. The main reason was because after last time, we didn't just want to risk him skulking. I guess that's a word. Well, partly because of that. The main reason was because after last time, we just didn't want to risk him skulking out of the house to come without our permission. I already said I was sorry. Can we please not talk about this again? Sorry, I'm gonna use that as leverage until the day I die. Great. I'm gonna get guilt-tripped for the rest of my natural-born life. The older tigers both chuckled to themselves, no doubt feeling amused and happy at their son's attitude. How are you so calm? Last time you were a wreck. Well, I still remember the words of encouragement you said to me back then. I repeat them inside my head whenever I get nervous. Aw, that's so cute. I don't really have a solid, thing to say like that. I don't have any close people that have said that to me or done stuff like that. I've had a relative do that to me where it's they gave me a motivational kind of text or whatever. I did that, and ironically, I completely bombed my test. That was the start of my whole Thanksgiving freakout. Yeah, that's the problem when you don't have too many solid close friends. You don't have guys like Nico with you where they give you that motivational speech that just gets you, repeating it every time. I'm working on that. Don't be too shy, guys. That's my biggest regret in life. Just being so shy for the past, 10, 12 years. Kind of my whole life, maybe, but yeah. Enough about me. This is about tennis ace. So, what? Plus, this is a much smaller venue. My main competition would be Akutagawa-kun, and he's not taking part in this competition. Alright, I'm bummed now. I'm super bummed. Now we gotta get a new rival on this. Come on, give us a new rival, Basket. He's not? No.
He's already a well-established pianist. I did some digging after the last competition and found out he's placed among the top 5 junior pianists in the country. He can get into any school he wants after this. He doesn't need to join small competitions.
Oh, I see. He's bigger than us. I see. Oh, thanks, Otaku. But, I mean, like, you know, real life friends, going to meets, going to cons, or whatever. I just feel like I need to get, like, more close personal friends I actually see in real life. Hence, me needing to research those cons a little more. And not just cons, those meets, those meetups, because, yeah, don't have any coming up immediately unless they're super far out of the way. One of them, ironically, is, like, kind of around the area that I'm going to, but it's like I have an all-day tournament. And it's like it's gonna go over, like, overlap the whole entire event. Why is my life gotta be like that? So back to the reading.
Since I'm trying to draw as much positive attention as I can, I have to take part in any competition I can, no matter how small. That's why I even went through the trouble of joining a competition in another town.
Huh. You have it rougher than I thought.
Depends on your point of view. If you think about it, I'm just trying to stand out.
I've been friend-zoned even before I was popped out of the womb. Aww. Why we gotta be saying sad things like that? I feel you, though. I've always been the third wheel in life. Even when it was like, I had like 2 or 3, like, you know, close family friends where we were all the same age and we were just close friends because we were, or kind of close, as in, you know, families were friends, so therefore we were friends because of family. And it was like, there was the 3 of us, and the other 2 would always be much more buddy-buddy than me. I'd kind of be the outsider. I remember watching this, like, weird, like, I forget what it's about, but it's kind of like this horror-themed type of show or whatever, where it's supposed to be, like, kind of like a cop-based show or whatever, but basically the episode, it's like, these 3 girls get caught up in this, like, kind of metal box or whatever. They get kidnapped and they're stuck in there. And basically, the mastermind behind it is like, you have to kill one of your best friends in order to, like, you know, get out of here alive for the other 2. And it was like they kept adding this, like, third wheel type of friend that they had in there. And I was like, why am I watching it with these 2 other friends I have? Like, they would probably think I'm the third wheel and kill me. Like, that's how sad it was. And then in the end, that third wheel ends up, like, getting sick. And then she shoots the other person. And it's like, damn. What a crazy episode. I don't even know what show it was, but damn, that really stood out to me. Like, if anybody remembers what show that may have been from my vague description, feel free to let it out. Alright, so now let's stop enabling the whole solo aloneness theme. Like, we're here as friends now. Like, even though we're online friends, we're all friends in some way here. we're all good acquaintances in some way.
Depends on your point of view. If you think about it, I'm just trying to stand out. That little shtick I did at the last competition actually got me a lot more attention than I thought. Positive one, too. If everything goes well here, I might not even need to win as many competitions as I thought. In the end, I'm just making up for lost time.
Oh, that's good?
It is.
Huh. I've got to admit, I'm not used to seeing him so calm and, well, calm. It kind of feels like someone slipped some NyQuil into his morning juice box. Oh my god. I want to draw that now. June with a juice box. That'd be so cute. I need to get back into drawing again, guys. Like, should I do, like, some drawing videos on my channel? Like, you know, like, live stream some drawings, kind of like Zillion and all those other people. I keep using Zillion a lot because that's the guy I keep following, like, the most on here. I'm kind of like, not June. I'm kind of like Shuichi, where I'm very plain, where I only kind of stick to, like, you know, 1 or 2 channels at a time or whatever, maybe 3, and then just kind of fall out of not fall out of love, but just kind of fall out of connection with the other ones. Yeah, so anyway, somebody slipped some NyQuil into his morning juice box. Oh, how often do I post vids? I kind of try and go for like once or twice a week, 3 times if I'm really lucky, but more so once or twice a week. Around like Thursday or Sunday is typically when I do them. Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sunday nights are like typically my nights that I am more available. Not always available, but yeah. Usually I stream on those nights, and if I can get any other kind of random nights open, then maybe on those if I have nothing else to do. Oh, welcome, Neverhunter. Or Drago Senpai. Whatever you want me to call you. So cool. So, back to the story. I'm only used to seeing him either super happy and bouncing around, or super freaked out and bouncing around. He's so subdued right now that it's kind of scary. Is he on his meds? Sure, makes him look a little bit more mature, but still scary. Did you manage to properly rehearse your set list?
Yeah. I didn't pick anything too difficult for this competition since I knew competition wouldn't be too fierce. Come to think of it, maybe I'm being a tad too overconfident here.
There's nothing wrong with being confident in yourself. In fact, I did say it was about time. You have so much skill, it just won't do for you to keep acting like you're some kind of bottom-of-the-barrel beginner.
Oh, come on. I'm not that bad, am I?
Can I lie?
Forget it.
I'm just glad that someone came over to support June. I was really upset when he said he hadn't told any of his friends.
Dad!
I know. You didn't want to be a bother, blah, blah, blah. I've heard that story about 10 times already.
Then stop giving me a hard time about it.
Don't be stupid, kid. Just because I remember it doesn't mean I agree with it. Thank you for going through all this trouble just to support June.
Oh my god, will you guys stop? I swear I'll ask security to escort you out of here.
Such a June move. Stop being so fussy. We're just talking to your friend.
You mean you're embarrassing me in front of my friend?
Don't worry. I don't see any reason for you to be embarrassed here. I certainly don't mind.
You and I see things very differently.
Like that's not already a given.
Huh?
Nothing. What time is your performance?
It should be soon. About 20 minutes or so, I think. I don't quite remember off the top of my head.
Do you want us to leave you alone for a bit so you can concentrate?
I'm not sure.
Are you sure you don't need anything?
Nico-san, stop fussing over me so much. I'm fine.
Alright.
Oh, I just remembered.
Why do I do that? Take 2.
Oh, I just remembered. Could you guys go get my phone? I think I left it in my car. Or the car. I want to look something up online before I go out there to perform.
Gotta get some of that. Gotta get some of that motivation to keep you subdued. I don't know where I was going with that, but of course. I'll be right back. I'll go with your father to make sure he still remembers where he parked the car. Hey, I'm not that forgetful. Bye. They both walk out of the room, with Atsushi-san pouting whilst his wife poke fun at him. God, I hope I have a marriage like that when I'm their age. And your partner is much closer than you think.
That was easier than I thought.
What was? June pulls his phone out of his pocket, laughing. Oh, you son of a... You are so sneaky. Come on, are you gonna do it? Please say it. Please, please take us to the next level. What? You have it? Then why did you...
I wanted some time alone to talk to you, but they just kept hounding me if I tried to ask. Now they'll be looking for it for a while, so the coast is clear for a bit.
You wanted some time alone with me? Why?
I want to properly thank you for going through all this trouble to come over here and cheer for me. No matter how much I try to keep myself from being selfish and bothering the people around me, you always find a way to do the things I was too afraid to ask.
I knew it. You wanted us to come cheer for you today after all, didn't you?
Of course I did. But I also understand everyone's circumstances. I know I can't be selfish and think only about what I want. I wanted you guys to come keep me company, but I couldn't bring myself to ask. I want you guys to keep me company, but I couldn't bring myself to ask since I knew you'd agree even though you're all so busy.
Well, you're not getting rid of me that easy. If I can make time to spend with you, then I will without complaint. Oh yeah, that makes sense. If I can make time to spend with you, then I will without complaint. Isn't it obvious by now? I like spending time with you, you dork. Oh, I feel like there's a nose boop in there, but nope, I guess not. ...
Thank you. It means a lot. I feel like I can stay calm just by having you here. I'm sure I'd be a little freaked out otherwise, but just having you next to me makes me feel like I'll be okay.
God, that's a really sappy thing to say.
Sorry.
You don't have to apologize, dumbass. I appreciate the sentiment, and I feel the same.
Yeah.
Before I can react, my body is enveloped in a tight hug from this fuzzy ball of orange fur. Ah, he's so cute. Smiling, I wrap my own arms around him, making sure to hug him tightly for extra encouragement.
I promise I'm going to win today. Maybe I'll even dedicate my performance to you today.
That's a little...
sappy?
You got it.
Sorry, my head has been swimming in all these sappy thoughts lately. It's hard to think straight sometimes.
I see what you did there. Don't act like you missed it. It's alright. You're an artist. I suppose you're bound to romanticize life a bit.
I wonder about that.
Now that your parents are out of earshot, be honest with me. How confident do you feel about winning today?
I actually feel really confident.
That's great. I'm sure you're going to do amazing today, just like you always do.
Thanks. I kinda wish the others were here too.
Then you should have invited them too, you dumbass.
I knew that. Or I know that. I wasn't complaining. I was just thinking out loud.
Oh, they're back. Jude, are you sure you left your phone in the car? Just then, his parents come back, looking at June with worry. We looked everywhere for it, but we just couldn't find it. Oh dear, you've lost it. Or, oh dear, have you lost it?
Actually, I found it right after you guys left. Turns out I left it in my pocket turns out I left it in the pocket of my shorts.
He picks up the phone from his pocket and dangles it in front of their eyes for effect. I sigh, thinking to myself that there is no way they're going to fall for this. But... Oh, was that it? Thank God! I was worried we'd have to buy you a new one. Those phones could be really expensive. Let's just be glad that it wasn't the case. That could have been really troublesome. They both fall for it so quickly and easily that I'm left amazed. Just like June. Come on, guys. You're both adults. You can't be this gullible. June Kobayashi, you're up next.
It looks like I have to go prepare myself.
Wow, that was quicker than I thought. Didn't you say you'd be another 20 minutes?
I said I thought it would be 20 minutes. I wasn't sure.
At any case, I'm going to go look for some seats for the three of us. Good luck, son. We'll be praying for you.
Don't be so dramatic, Dad.
At least he's saying that ironically. My family would seriously pray for me. 'Cause that's how my family be, religious and all. Not the biggest fan of it, but anyway. Not this, but I mean my own circumstances. So, I'm not being dramatic. If anything happened to you,
Dad!
June cuts him off with a stern voice. The tiger swallows his words, hesitating for a few seconds before smiling once again. Well, not important. Anyway, good luck. Your mom and I will be watching you from the crowd.
I'm sure you will.
Sorry. Good luck, love.
Thanks.
He hugs the two of them as they continue to wish him good luck over and over again. After he's done with his parents, he turns to look at me.
If I win, you better treat me to a good meal.
He's never asked me to treat him to anything before. For some reason, hearing that brings a big smile to my face. Alright, if you win, you can choose a restaurant and I'll take you there.
No, not a restaurant. I want you to cook for me.
Make me a sandwich. Oh my god, why did I say that? But honestly, I can't wait to see this. I'm like low-key just waiting for a CG of something. Like, you made one for like day 5, and I'm just like waiting for that big like day 16 or whatever CG, like kind of how Shuichi has one. Keisuke doesn't have one yet, but I feel like we're gonna get close to one. Oof, this is gonna be nice. Back to the reading.
No, not a restaurant. I want you to cook for me.
Me? I don't think I could cook on par with a restaurant.
Shuichi-san said you're a really good cook. If I win, I want to see if that's true.
Alright, whatever you want. Just make sure you win.
Of course.
Oh boy. Here we go. It takes us a couple of minutes to walk to the hall and find some seats. Oh boy, hopefully he doesn't choke. I'm a terrible friend. I don't want to be that guy where it's like, good luck, buddy. God, I hope he doesn't choke, man. Anyway, while the place isn't nearly as full as the other concert hall where June had his first competition, there's still quite a bit of people inside. In the back of my head, I keep worrying that he will choke and break down. Oh, Nico, don't think that. Happy thoughts. I silently chastise myself for thinking like this. I have no right to doubt him when he's as confident in himself as he was. I'll just cheer for him and I'll be there to congratulate him once he's won. That is all I need to do right now. We watch June walk into the stage. He walks with firm steps and a straight back, bowing to the audience before reaching the piano. As soon as he sits at the piano, I see him reach for his pocket. It seems like he's pulled something out, but it's so small that I can't see. Whatever that thing is, he holds it against his chest for a few seconds, his eyes closed. Oh my god, is it the tiger chain? Oh, this is gonna be so good. This reminds me of like After Class where it's like, is it Walter is the main character name? It's been so long since I played that game. I think it's Walter, but he always like has his hand against his chest holding something. He always has like some kind of like necklace bracelet medallion thing there. But yeah, that's what it's making me think of. This is a feel-good moment. Right now, everyone in this hall has their eyes on June. I just know he'll put on a performance that will charm the entire audience. Just like he charms me more and more every time he plays. Once he's finished his preparations, June reaches for the piano. His entire body begins to rock from side to side as his fingers dance across the key. A beautiful melody echoes from the piano, enrapturing everyone in the audience. As soon as he begins to play, any and all whispers are forcibly silenced. Even if the song doesn't sound as difficult as the other pieces I've heard him perform, it captures my heart nonetheless. In this warm and dry room, I can see the lone tiger atop the stage, or atop that stage, the lights all shining on him. I see particles of dust floating across the air and around his body that looks so small all the way up from here, or all the way from up here. To me, it seems like the air around him is dancing gracefully to the sound of his piano. Jun's piano is gentle, captivating, and beautiful, even more so than usual. I feel like all the confidence he had is being transferred into the song. There we go, kick some butt, Jun. He's boldly advancing and carving a path for himself, earning the admiration and the hearts of each and every member of the audience. I don't think that even the judges will be able of resisting his charm today. My feet tap restlessly as I resist the urge to get up from my seat and try to get closer. This seems to be a recurring feeling whenever I watch him perform. I want to get closer. I want to feel his melody echoing inside my chest. For a moment, I feel as if 1,000 butterflies are flying around in my stomach. I hear the last notes being played with a held breath, my heart beating faster and faster to the sound of the music. My mind has gone completely blank, and I feel as if I were floating around in the air. This is bad. I feel like I'm getting completely taken in by this tiger. Wait, what? You better have won, man. I make an effort to try to pay attention to the conversation at hand without burning the food that I'm preparing. Hey, he won! That's our man. And what is it performing in front of that huge crowd? What is it like performing in front of that huge crowd?
It was really fun. I just felt really confident and ended up enjoying myself a ton this time around.
Jun and my little brother are engrossed in conversation as the tiger relates the events to the day, or relays the event. Relates? No, it's supposed to be relays. Jun and my little brother are engrossed in conversation as the tiger relays the events of the day to Aki. To make a short summary of it, once Jun finished performing both of his songs, he received a standing ovation from the audience. He was the only performer to garner that much attention. The results were announced a couple of hours later after every performer had had their turn. Jun got a perfect score from all the judges, winning by a landslide. There we go, man. They said he had received the highest score this competition had ever awarded. Well, I mean, it's a perfect score, so... Needless to say, we were all euphoric. His parents wanted to celebrate, but he insisted on making me do good on my promise. As a result, once we get back to the town, with me getting a ride from them this time around, the two of us were dropped off at my house. All of this happened about 20 minutes ago. As soon as we got here, Aki and Jun began chatting up. Aki was really excited when he heard about the results of the competition. For some reason, these two seemed to get along astoundingly well. I mean, based on day 12 when Aki had to stay behind to help Jun make it to the competition. I guess they bonded through that. I want to make a joke about them both having the same mental age, but Jun would probably get mad if I did. Oh god. Jun, how do you want your steak?
Oh, medium well for me, please.
Nope. Wrong answer. Wrong answer. It's gotta be medium rare at least. Sorry, I just gotta say, I do my steaks medium rare, and honestly, my whole family does it like medium rare or rare. My dad's the worst. Like, he will do it like super rare, like as rare as you can. It's like this one tweet that was on my not safe for work profile that I retweeted that I don't think I retweeted, but yeah, there's this one like tweet that I liked on my not safe for work profile that, oh my god, it was like, the guy was like, I like my steak like I heck my sex. And then he's like, raw. And then the other guy's like, rare it is then. Oh god. I forget who it was, but I don't know why I'm saying this on this YouTube channel. Please don't take me down, YouTube. So, oh god. Beat him well. Who does that? Seriously, June, you gotta do better than this. Gotcha. What about you, Aki? Yeah, I'll have the same. Okay. I don't know why Juno is so excited to have me cook for him, but in the end, what he asked me to prepare wasn't even that special. Just some grilled steak with rice, steamed vegetables, and a side of miso. I swear, he's either really easy to please, or he's still not comfortable asking for much. Although he did ask me to cook for him point blank. Bring your plates over here. It's almost done.
Okay.
The two had been hanging around by the kitchen island, just side-eyeing me and the food so they could swoop in like a couple of hungry hawks as soon as it was finished. They tried to act sly about it, but it was just too darn obvious. I know you didn't ask for it, but I also prepared some Western-style gravy for you to pour on top of the meat if you want.
That sounds lovely. Thank you.
Did you remember to save some for Mom? Of course I did. By the way, do you know when she'll be back? Aki shrugs, preparing his plate without even bothering to look my way. She said something about a late deadline and spending the night in the office. Or in someone else's office. Someone's else. I didn't really pay attention. Could this be an affair? Oh god, are we gonna get Nico's mom as a character sprite someday? If Basket was only here to answer that, that'd be interesting, like, to have another route, or not even a route, but have, like, another side story where their mom finds somebody they fall in love with again. That'd be interesting. That or she's really into business and don't need no man. You have to stop being so lazy around the house. You should at least pay attention when people talk to you. I was doing my homework. What, on a Sunday? Just because we don't have class doesn't mean I get to stop studying.
Nika-san, I think you're forgetting that you're talking to Akiyoshi-kun here, not yourself.
Ooh, what a burn. Very funny. By the way, Aki, how are you doing with your studies?
I'm doing okay, but the cram school I go to...
You mean the crap school?
But the cram...
I don't know. I'm assuming you mean crap. M and P are not even near each other. I'm thinking too hard about this. That was the big problem with my game today. I thought too hard, and instead of being like a hype man, I was just like, don't worry, do this right instead, and pretty much trying to become a coach on the court. That's some advice. If you're a player, don't coach your teammates too much. That's why you have a coach. Just cheer them up and just be like, okay, you got next one, man. All right, so that's something I had to learn. So I'm doing okay. Oh, but the crap school I go to is having a parent-teacher conference next week, and Mom said she was too busy to go. I was wondering if you could go in her place. Oh, that'd be so fun.
Can Nico-san even do that?
As long as I'm over 16 and have signed a signed document from our mom explaining that I'm going in her place, then yeah. I've been doing this for Aki for a while now. Yeah, Mom is really busy most of the time. She's almost never out of work. Actually, she's kind of working even when she's home. She's probably gonna die from a heart attack before she turns 50 if she keeps this up. Wow. Aki, that's a horrible thing to say. The little twerp shrugs at me, stabbing his steak and cutting it up with a knife. That's what happens to people that overwork themselves. This steak is really good, by the way. I really wish you wouldn't say such morbid things so casually.
Wow, this really is delicious.
It's just a steak. It's nothing special.
I really like it though. I've been wanting to eat your homemade food for a while now, Nico-san. I'm happy I finally managed to.
God, you're so easily pleased.
No, I'm not. It just happens that the things you need to do to please me are easy for you.
Any comments here? I feel like I'm not looking at your guys' comments enough. I feel bad. But I feel like you guys are just making comments. Like, not even like, oh, question or... Nah. Not judging on this chat. Oh no, my shorts fell. I have my clothes set up for tomorrow, so... Yeah. They're nice. So... I wonder if June rocks boxers or briefs. June seems like the kind of guy who would rock... I forgot the difference between boxers and briefs. Googling it for a second. I thought boxers were like the ones where you don't have like the kind of the leg sleeve. Underwear. Is it sad that I'm Googling what boxers are? Okay, boxers are those. Briefs. Okay, yeah, that's what briefs are. I feel like June would be a briefs type of person, but I would be surprised if he did boxers. Nico, I would see being boxers, and I would see Shuichi as boxers. Like, both of them be like the athletic boxers where it's like spandex or skin tight like that. Same with Keisuke. Pretty much all of them athletes. Why are we talking about this? Oh no, my shorts.
No, I'm not. It just so happens that the things you need to do for me are so easy for you.
Sure, if you say so.
Still, this is really delicious. You've got to cook for me more often.
I wouldn't mind. Just drop by for dinner every now and again. In exchange, I want to eat some of your food too. You've been bringing a lot of delicious looking stuff to school, and I want myself some of that.
It's a deal. Man, I wish I could eat your food every day.
Is this how grown-ups flirt? Doesn't sound very romantic to me.
What?
Oh god, he knows. Aki!
What? Did I say something wrong?
Of course you did. Why would you say something like that in the first place?
Aren't you guys dating?
Oh, he knows. Oh my god. Aki, just say it. Or not Aki, Nico, just say it. What? Aki stops chewing, staring at the two of us with a raised eyebrow. That little twerp. Seems like a guy who would say something so sassy like that. I can't really get a reading on what he's thinking sometimes, and it really bugs me.
Oh, I thought, you know, after you went through all that trouble to surprise him today and how close to each other you're being, was I wrong?
Of course you were wrong. I mean, come on, look at what you're even suggesting. We're both guys. He nods, cracking a half smile as he looks me up and down.
Yeah, I can see that. We're not in 1945 anymore, though. Two guys can date each other. It's normal.
Well, unless you're in suburbia like me. He shrugs, as if that were his way of saying, and that's that. Where are you even getting this?
TV. And the internet.
I have to install some parental control on your phone.
Won't do you any good. I'm better at using this stuff than you are. It wouldn't take me 5 minutes to crack it.
Just stop saying weird stuff and we'll be fine.
Weird stuff, huh?
She shoots the two of us. Is there something Aki's not telling us? He shoots the two of us another suspicious look before sighing.
God, you're both so clueless.
What? I didn't hear you.
Nothing. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat in my room.
I still have to finish doing my homework. You two have fun. Sure, make sure to bring your plate down so I can wash it once you're done. Don't be stupid. I'll wash it myself later. Aki walks up to June, whispering something in the tiger's ears. June's eyes shoot wide for a second before he covers his mouth with his hands and looks away from the two of us, his face red. Aki, what did you just say to him? Nothing. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Homework calls. He quickly runs up the stairs, carrying his plate with him. Oof, please say it. Just say it. Aki, don't run on the stairs while you're carrying a knife. Sure. That little twerp. Are you alright? Your face is as red as a tomato. And that's saying something when I can see you blush through your fur. That is a juicy photo, though. Just in case he doesn't say it. There we go, we are back. Are you alright? Your face is as red as a tomato. And that's saying something when I can see you blush through your fur.
It's nothing. But man, this food is really delicious. What's your secret?
We didn't say it. Come on. June and I chat about the foods we like to prepare for a bit before he has to leave for the night. Despite my insistence that I walk him home, he has me see him off at the door, and we wish each other a good night. I wonder what was that thing Aki whispered to him before he went upstairs. Let me just save here. Wow, I didn't even save yet. That's crazy. No, we are done. And only after 50 minutes. Hello, everybody. Hope you all had a wonderful holiday period. Things were a bit all over the place for me, but overall, I'd say stuff is starting to fall back into place again. While this update was a tad on the short side, maybe a few minutes shorter than the previous June update, definitely, it was mostly setting the stage for the festival period for June. Cool. Also, have you all noticed what am I saying? Also, have you all noticed Saya's new sprites? How cool are they, right? Anyway, thank you all for supporting me. I hope you all have a wonderful next month, and I'll see you again later. Aww. We made it to the end. I am completely updated with all 3 routes. I remember at the beginning saying I'm only gonna do Shuichi and nothing else. And then I went back to do Keisuke, and I was like, I'm just gonna do these 2. Then I was like, fine, I'll open up to June also, and did all 3 of them. Yep. I am so sad that we have to end things here, but it's so tough because it's like I got a tournament the next day. It's like otherwise I will probably just immediately flip streams or something and just stop this Tennis Ace here and done Notes of Hearts, but I really don't want to stay up too late. Plus I got laundry and getting food prepped. Yeah, it's an all-day tournament. Had to get up at 5 or 6. No, 5 I think. And then the tournament ends at 6 at night. It's gonna be so annoying. But thanks guys so much for being here and all. So I'm just gonna see what you guys have said. Why? What a cruel world and no kiss. I really hope that our decisions didn't affect this, but yeah, it seems like we're not really gonna get that yet. All these characters feel like they're building up, except Shuichi, where we've known him all our life. But, it's so frustrating. Come on, Keisuke, come on, June, get your stuff together. So, one new notification on Twitter. That was my drawing that Tsushi made of me. I don't think Tsushi is here this time, but Tsushi made some great art for me that was pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, you could follow my Twitter for it, but I gotta shout out Tsushi, Kugo, and who else made me fan art? who was the first person I noticed, like, way back in November? So long ago. Let me check who I'm following, because I think whoever I followed was... Followers. Or no, not followers. Following. Because I swear, it's like, they said they're, like, you know, from... They didn't say, but I think I looked at the bio and they said they're from Ireland. Who was it? This is gonna, like, really frustrate me. Zero Frosthound. That's who it was. So Zero Frosthound, Kugo, and Tyushi, thanks so much for your fan art. And yeah, sorry, I don't really have it on file on my computer, I don't think. I really want to post it for you guys, but... Did you just start or end? Oh, I'm ending the stream pretty soon, Jarvis. I'm so sorry. Let me check my computer. Like, if I could just pull it up and, like, just upload the photos. Do I have a fan art thing? I don't think I have a fan art page on my computer yet. This is so sad. Maybe it's an animation? Nope. Alright, so... Yeah, that's all I have. Oh, did you ever check out the secret decisions? I really don't know secret decisions, though. I'm assuming you mean, like, the things where it's like, oh, click, push June all 3 times or something like that, but I haven't really found any secret decisions like that. I mean, I did the theater instead of the park, I think, for my Keisuke day, and I don't know. Okay, Christopher asks, would you play Lagoon Lounge for the next series? No, I'm sorry to say, but I feel like it's been done, and from what I've seen, it just doesn't really mesh with me well. Like, I saw Decker's, like, series on the second Lagoon Lounge, and it just really fell flat for me. Like, I just couldn't get into it. But, yeah, I'm gonna be doing Notes of Hearts for my next stream, and guys, I want to know, should I do some, like, drawing streams, like, just streams of me, like, you know, doing drawing, like, live or whatever, and, you know, just messing around with that, and you guys kind of watch me do that? I don't know, I can always do, like, speed drawings of that, too, but, yeah, I don't know. I don't have much else to say for this video. I feel like I'm just padding out an hour, and I'm sorry, I just don't know what else to do. Like, I feel like I didn't get much interaction with you guys, and that's kind of my fault. I'm from I'm from Philippines. Dirk say hi to Kooky for me. But I'm not from the Philippines. Wouldn't you be the one that says hi to him? Honestly, they are really secret, just, like, less picked ones. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. There's no, like, oh, click a button in the corner or click something secretly over here to get, like, an alternate ending or whatever, but yeah, why not do it? Yeah, I really want to try this just because I need to get my motivation to drawing again. Like, I need to motivate myself to draw more, and I just feel like either I do that or I do a stream for you guys, and it's like, otherwise I won't get a stream in for this week or something, and yeah, I just feel like I kind of stretched myself thin with, like, doing 4 series, like, or 5 series, and 3 of them are inactive now, but having, like, at least 2 or 3 on hand. So, somebody is thirsty. Tennis made my expectations of visual novels super high, and now I have a hard time playing other ones. Yeah, I mean, I had watched other visual novels before I started playing them myself, but Tennis Ace was, like, the first one that I personally, like, sat down and played. Like, that's kind of the funny thing where it's like, that's why I fell in love with it so much too, but I really wanted to fall in love with something where it's like, it's sports, it's a slice of life, it's everyday. It doesn't feel like I'm squishing in romance and trying to get this to be like, let's date this character and just basically do a dating sim only. Like, it's way more dimension than that. Like, it's not one dimensional. And yeah, that's kind of why I got turned off from like looking at the previews of like Wolfstar Sins in Paradise. That game, it just like some of the photos, I was like, I'm gonna have to like censor the crap out of this. And also, it's not gonna be too enjoyable for me from what I could tell. And the description was like, oh, you're in hell or something like that. And I'm like, okay, sounds all right, but it just feels like we're just gonna be stripping and stuff in that game. So that's why I kind of was like hands off with that. Afterclass, I think, was like the one that crossed the line the most for me, or the one that got the most not safe for work. Like, I can be not safe for work and like be okay with that stuff, like, you know, off screen, but this is YouTube and I don't have a Twitch yet. I'm not sure if I'll have the time to do that ever. Extracurricular activities is a good one. Yeah, like I said, I was in the weird limbo. I watched all the other routes. I started playing Dozer, and Dozer's been played by Decker already, and I don't want to like just copy him, especially because I want to do it myself and get that experience. But Tennis Ace is the only VN that makes you fall in love with all the main characters. Not just that, you also like get like, you know, good relations with all the other characters, and you feel like you're actually like friends with them, I think. And I bet people get that same vibe with like more Natsu and other games like that, but for me, not having played that game and some of those other games, I feel like Tennis Ace is like the first one where it clicked with me. Like, I felt like this is why people love visual novels so much. It's like a book, just very visualized and detailed. It's kind of like, I don't know, I feel like this is dumbing it down, but like a pop-up book, but, you know, more detailed and complicated and intricate than that. Yeah, like when I first played it, I would have thought I would have fallen out of love with Tennis Ace and just played extracurricular activities a lot instead. But it's the opposite. It's crazy. Like, it's so weird to say that. I feel like if Diamond Wolf watched this, I'd feel really bad saying that, but it's a good game. I've watched his other, like, routes on other channels, so I didn't feel like I should play it if it's been done a million times. So, yeah, it's basically not safe for work for, like, 75% of the game. I watched Naoki Cooper played for one episode and stopped because Wolfstar was too inappropriate for my tastes. I mean, I watched like the first 2 minutes of it with Decker's stream, and then I was too busy to do it, but yeah, it just seemed like, let's just show it. Like, let's just expose that muscle. Like, everybody is roided in that game, and I'm not the biggest fan if it's like hyper like roided like that. I mean, everybody can have their thing, but for a novel, I feel like I have a bit higher standards than that personally. But who knows? The game could be like really good, and just that surface level stops it. Kind of like how people get scared from extracurricular activities, like, oh, look at all these buff guys getting described and all their stats are shown, and this is just a dating sim. And then you actually get to know the characters, and Chester has a deep story. And then Spencer has his own insecurities to deal with, and Darius has his, you know, kind of isolation. Like, it's still a good game. I just got busy with other things and just had other things and other priorities, and tried to learn how to draw too. If I was playing Wolfstar, oh, I'm gonna go berserk. Jaro, you would. If I did it, you would probably be going ham on that keyboard. Yeah. I'm surprised 21 of you guys are still here. Like, I felt like my stream, like, started to peak towards the end when, like, it was, like, the 40-minute mark or the 30-minute mark. And, like, 27 of you guys were there. But I feel bad because I'm like, that was the end of it. And, like, Basket said this was short, but I felt like this was very abridged. Yeah, abridged is the right word. That's not the extended, right? Abridged is shortened, I think. But yeah, this was like very, you know, condensed, I think. Like, I was nervous that it was like Juma's gonna slip up, or we're gonna get into more of the dramatics with them during the piano competition, or more after dinner. But we just didn't take the opportunity. It just felt like, let me tease it. But I feel like day 17 or 18 is really gonna set that off for us. Like, maybe at the festival. Did you watch Kuki react to the CG nuzzle of MC and Shuichi? Yeah, I watched it before I even played it on my own channel. Or at least that scene, I think. Yeah, no, I played it by myself before, I think. It was weird. Like, around that time I played it, and then I watched him, but it was like, yeah, I don't know the order if I watched him before or not, but yeah, around that time, I'd done my own video, and I was like, I didn't get as, like, screamy as he did. I was like, wow, this is amazing, but wow, that's a different reaction. I was, like, tearing up kind of emotionally and just, like, losing my voice and stuff. Kuki was like, and just going ham on that mic. Oh, man. That dude knows how to feel, and I'm the opposite. I can't really scream for crap on here, and I need to work on that in real life with my volleyball and stuff. I need to get more vocal, and that's a problem with my channel. I just get, like, kind of mute. Even if the games are over, it's still nice to talk to you in the comments. That's the thing. I feel like, yeah, you guys could, like, skip to the next episode if there were episodes after this, too, that I made, but it's fun to just sit and chat with you guys and just be like, hey, what's up? Like, it just gives a more personal touch to it. Like, people do it, like, in the middle and before the video. I feel like at the end, it's kind of fun to just talk about it. Kind of like when you do, like, a reading with a group or whatever, and you have, like, your book club, and you all just sit down and talk and, like, go, hey, this is a cool book. Shuichi's the only one, is the only one now that makes me scream. Oh, goodness, Christopher. That got me to kind of, like, you know, scream internally when that happened, but I don't know. It's just, I really want to continue more and just, I really want to see more of the volleyball and just how it affects his, like, social life. Because it just feels like, oh, we did it. Now we're going on a date. Now what? Like, we're only on, like, day 16, I think. They confessed on, like, day 15. So, yeah. I squealed like a little girl when the CG came up. Yeah, isn't it true? I kind of screen capped it too afterwards and saved it in my own files. That'd be a nice background photo. Oh my god, like, for some reason, like, I don't know why, but I think I mentioned this last episode, but there's that one, like, not even a meme, but it's like, people will always put it up as kind of like the butt end of jokes where it's like, two black guys kissing or whatever, and it's just like, oh, got him, you saw two black guys kissing. And I can imagine just people posting that as like the furry equivalent of that, instead just like Shuichi and Nico kissing, two dogs kissing, got him. But honestly, it just, that stuff I kind of like laugh at for a bit. I've been groomed that way, unfortunately, with just where I grew up, and it's like, it's just the button of, oh, a gay joke, or oh, a gay thing happened, and it's just like, you kind of have to go with the punches and go, ha ha, I guess, or, you know, you gotta laugh in the moment, take the hit for it, but, you know, you just, as long as people don't, like, take it deeply as, like, let me just belittle, you know, gay people with that, then, as long as it's just, you know, for gits and shiggles, as I'll say, then it's fine. Like, I have friends like that where they do that, and, yeah, I have a friend that totally understands. Like, the one person I told that I'm kind of still searching for people, or still kind of finding my identity with that. So, yeah, that's my main focus on each visual novel I played so far. Most of them weren't the ones that tugged my heartstrings or the feels, in short. Tennis just smacks me on the face. It hits me speechless. Wow. That's one way of putting it. 10 out of 10. Best VN I played so far. Yeah, this game was hyped up, like, a lot after I started playing it. Like, I started playing it personally, and I was like, nobody's doing this as a video. Like, nobody's doing this as, like, a channel or whatever. And I remember, like, doing, like, I was about to do it, and then 2 weeks before I did, Decker does it, and I'm like, come on. And then a week before I did it, Yuki does it, and I was like, come on. Why can't I just play and be the first? But it still was like, you know, I feel glad that so many people have caught on to it. Just, this game deserves so much traction. Kuki actually acts more as a girl when something very romantic happens, just like I do. Yeah. I mean, I could get kind of, you know, squirmy with that a little bit, like where I just, you know, squirm in like excitement. Like I kind of act like that more physically, but I think vocally my voice is like too baritone and bass and deep to just not sound like, ooh, I'm just admiring it manly. But I can't really scream or squeal like that. I guess weird to say, but I can't believe you're done 43 episodes. Yeah, so crazy, and I'm at 325 subs. That's just weird. Like, I hate saying numbers like that all the time and just being like, ooh, look at my numbers, weird flex, but it's just really cool to just see people gain traction for me for just something that I consider just so subpar. Like, as a creator, you feel like you're so hard on yourself and go, this is crap, this is terrible, why are people watching me? And you feel like somebody's gonna come and look at you and go, you peaked at like episode 10 or episode 15. And I feel like I peaked at like episode 30, and I just, with these live streams, it's fun, but I love doing them. I just feel like I just am not doing my best with it because I stutter so much and not the best with, like, you know, reading it at times. Like, I have a good voice at times with it. At times. I'm not perfect, but I'll read it as well as I can, but it's just the words will trip me up sometimes. Like, I feel like I just don't look enough at times. Alright, so if you play Notes of Hearts again, what race do you think you'd choose this time? That's so tough, because, like, now that I know a Faye is pretty cool, I would want to maybe do Faye again, but my second choice would probably be like a beast, tied with a beast and a dragon. I want to see if beast means like wolf or whatever. I think maybe wolf was an option, but I would love to be like, you know, a wolf or a canine character in that game. Other than one of my new favorite characters, Oscar. Like, that guy, like, I remember getting a compliment from the creator about it. I kind of haggled them for, which main characters did you like of mine? And then they're like, Oscar wasn't that bad. And I was like, yes. Like, I had fun doing like Oscar's kind of baritone and romanticized voice, kind of like Atsushi's voice, but a little less like, you know, emotional and a little more, I'm kind of romanticized a little more and kind of old school, kind of like the equivalent of a male interpretation of what I did for Lady Lovelace, where I kind of realized just Jun's mom and dad, like Yui and Atsushi, are like the equivalent with my voices for Lady Lovelace and Oscar. Like, I do the same exact voices for both of them. Oh my goodness. And I'm also so sad that Oscar is not with us right now for chapter 2, and it's such a frustrating thing, because then I can't do Oscar's voice and see him. That CG of him is still really cool, though. I'm still hoping he's not like a bad guy in any way, or an antagonist in any way in the end. Like, he was just, it seemed like he was possessed for that one episode. On Goulash 2, I didn't do that good of a voice for Goulash. I kind of did kind of gruff, but other maybe kind of redneck like this, and I don't feel like it did him justice. Oscar Best Husbando. You can't change my mind. Oof. I'm starting to feel that. Well, I gotta make like a ball as serve. I gotta make like I like a ball as serve myself out of here. I'm sorry, that joke is dumb. Bye. Okay, bye, Dirtman. I don't know. I just had a tough time reading it. But yeah, goodbye, Dirtman. Fun seeing you here. Oscar from Notes of Hearts. Yep, that's what we're talking about, Otaku. Oscar is playable. That'd be fun. I'd love to have a root with Oscar. Goulash and Oscar for me. Yeah, those are like definitely top 2, I think, you know, in terms of like my guilty pleasures for characters. I don't know. I mean, I'd love to kind of explore, not explore, but I'd love to like, see more of like Magnolia maybe. Her sister, like the one we saw first, I was kind of like, but Magnolia, I mean, I'm kind of curious to see what she's like. Dirk is best as Bondo. Aw, thanks, Otaku. All right, so I've kept you guys for like 20 plus minutes, and I should start getting ready for like my tournament and like getting stuff packed and make food and whatever. So I'm gonna have to end things here, but thanks so much for watching, guys. So, any last comments before we end? Okay, we have a question first, so I'm gonna wait for that. Hey Dirk, I have a question. And what is that question? Hype for Shuichi Day 16 is real. Shuichi Day 16 is out, I thought. Like, we did Day 15, that was the whole scene on the roof. And then Day 16 was with us dating him. We did Day 16, like, we did 14, 15, 16 in my last episode of Shuichi. So, hype for Day 17, probably. Wait, I gotta get that last question in. Do you play I suggest you play Blackgate one day. Like I said, I just didn't feel the appeal for that game either. Kind of glimpsed through it. It just didn't catch my eye, or I couldn't really get connected to it. Oh, if I make a story fanfic of MC and OC of Tennis Ace, would you read it? Sure, hit me up with a link somewhere. I'd love to read it. I haven't really gotten many, suggestions to read, but I would love to read like, free, like free fanfics and whatnot too, just in my free time. So yeah, that will be really fun to just, kind of see what you guys think about it. Cause the creator even does his own little side stories and kind of like, not even fanfics, but just kind of parallels to the story. Oh my God. Thinking about that Victor X Alex story is, it's just like gonna be like the forbidden fruit for me. Like I need to pay for that. I love Saya and that husky, but they have mean face. Wait, are you talking about like when he gets really angry? Oh well. Oh, you're talking about Haruki? Like Haruki? Haruki, yeah, Haruki. You talking about Haruki? Like that guy on the roof where he's like the bully or whatever and almost gets into a fight with Shuichi? We are all starved for Tennis Ace. Any fanfic is good. Give the link on the comments. Yeah, definitely do that. Comments or Twitter, wherever you can find me. So yes, we've gone on for I think like 25, 30 minutes, and I'm keeping you guys way too long, especially if you're watching this afterwards. Like, I feel bad, but just love the story of Tennis Ace. So yeah, I am going to say goodnight to everybody here. So let me put in the chat. I keep missing it before, but so good night, everybody. So that is all I have for today, and until next time, take care, guys.